All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV artist goes by the name of Skippa Da Flippa. All right, I've actually liked a couple records that Skippa Da Flippa been on as of recent. Well, about a year ago, he was on that Minnesota remix with Yall. I liked his verse there, and I liked the verse he had on Trouble's Desert Brick. Yeah. He was on that record as well with Trouble. So I like a couple of Skippa Da Flippa records. He's on QC, all right? That's headed by P and Coach K over there in Atlanta, and they're doing their thing. They're having a lot of success as we speak with artists like the Migos, of course, tearing down everything, and then everybody's kind of eating off the Migos' success, right? Lil Yachty's eating, and Lil Yachty created his own wave, but he's definitely, with that QC tape, he's definitely getting a new little fan base after that. And salute to Yachty, he just put out a project today. Also after, so they got Lil Baby over there as well. I met Lil Baby, so he gave me a drop. Salute to Lil Baby. Okay, yeah, so they got Lil Baby, Yachty, Migos. These guys are lighting it up right now, and they got a couple other artists that are on the way. So with all this success that the Migos are having, I think this is very important. With QC having all this success, now it's time to see when you got some turmoil. This is like Coach K and P's first time with this crop of artists having like some turmoil. How do they handle it, all right? So Skippa Da Flippa went to his Insta story to hash out against P and Coach K because he doesn't like his situation right now. He said, y'all gonna let a nigga out this 360 or y'all want me to do what I gotta do? All right. He went on to say, never been a hoe, never been fake, never switched up if it was real. Y'all ain't death row, nigga. And then he said, 50-year-old hater, this is for Coach K. Fuck you too, fuck nigga. And I think Coach K might have responded with something along the lines of, chill or something like that. Anyways, here's my thing. Coach K, and especially Pete, don't look like they play any game. All right, and Skippa Da Flippa, he's looking around like, yo, there's a lot of success happening right now. I don't know the specifics of what he's upset about, but if he's saying he's in a 360 deal, and you got Lil Baby starting to catch fire, and he's got a couple records that are spinning down south, you can do nothing but be upset. If you're not in the rotation right now, right, it's just like the NBA. If you're not in the starting lineup right now, if you're not in the playoff rotation, and you see you guys are about to go possibly win a championship, you won't in. You won't in right now while it's hot, while the team is flowing, while LeBron is passing, getting everybody on the team involved, right? And I think that could very well be the issue. And a 360 deal. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, yo, never sign a 360 deal. Well, yeah, y'all niggas must ain't never been broke before. When a 360 deal sounds good to somebody who on the streets trying to get his music off the ground, especially signing a QC. So cut that bullshit out. Yeah, a 360 is better than starving. So I've seen that side. But what I will say to Skippa Da Flippa is, I don't know if this is the best approach. Maybe he's exhausted other approaches and they're not listening. But I don't know if this is the best approach, because if you leave QC, you go do your individual thing. I would rather you leave QC hot, right? I'd rather you leave the label like kind of like I'm comparing it to basketball because that's what I know. Kyrie Irving, right? Kyrie Irving is a young talent. He's hot, right? I'd rather you leave with people wanting you. Now you're leaving when your name and your brand isn't as hot as maybe it once was. And I think it's going to be tough for somebody else to invest in you, especially out of Atlanta, because if you ostracize yourself from QC, I'm telling you now, Gucci or Thug or none of these guys are going to touch you, right? And Atlanta is on the wave of they rock with all their artists, and you know they love Coach K. All these artists love Coach K and Pete. So now all those artists are probably not going to work with you in the near future because they got loyalty to P and Coach K. So now you're losing maybe one of, if not the strongest ever, one of the strongest coalitions is what I'm calling Atlanta right now. Everybody fucks with everybody. Everybody's helping everybody get their music off the ground. So I think what he's doing in his approach is a bit risky. I wish there'd be some way you could handle it over the phone and not hop to Instagram, because I want the best for Skippa Da Flippa, and I just don't know if this is the right approach, trying to air out your label like this in the public domain. Again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know how many options he's exhausted. But I don't know if that's the tree you want to bark up. I'm not saying he compared them to Death Row. He's like, y'all ain't Death Row, nigga. Not saying that. But you gotta admit that these two people have a crap ton of power and a lot of influence in a lot of young artists' careers. And at the least, you gotta give them credit for having the formula, all right? So you talk to me in the comment box below. Do y'all think Skippa Da Flippa handled it the right way? Would you go about that way? Coming at Coach K and P, for all my people who know who those guys are, behind the scenes guy who controlling a lot of stuff, definitely have helped the Migos a lot in their career. Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.